So we invited Tommy to come out here with us and have a good time. He brought us bananas for 10 cents for our 50th anniversary. But there's a story behind this. Um, our fathers were friends, and Ruben's gonna tell us, and Tommy's gonna tell us how we got our store because of Tommy's dad.
Okay, so my daddy was working. Oh, there goes. Of course, we put away all the other phones.
Yeah,
And
except
it's the
yours.
big mama. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mamita, le hablo ahorita, mami. Okay, bye. Don't
Go
take
ahead.
ourselves seriously.
Yeah.
So that was the big boss, my mom. So my dad was working at a grocery store called McAllen Grocery, running the produce department, and Tommy's dad was running Nicho Produce. And your dad actually delivered.
Really?
Yes, he would.
I
He
didn't
would
know
deliver.
that.
Yeah, he would. Not all the time, but he would deliver because he liked to go out and see his customers. You know, go and say hi.
When
And
he
my dad
could.
says, that when he would come over, it was very special.
Oh.
My dad worked really, really hard. He got there like around, he said around 5, 6 in the morning, and didn't leave till about 10 o'clock at night. Towards the end, he did everything from the bakery department to cashiering to stocking to everything.
Meat
At the
market.
end, in the meat market, at the end, he was doing the produce, and Mr. Villarreal, Nicho, my dad says, saw that they weren't treating my dad the way that he deserved. And he said, why don't you get your own little store, Ruben? And my dad said, I don't have any credit. I have money put away, but you know, I've got my children are being born right now. I was already born. Hugo wasn't born yet. And
I cost a lot of money. so-
Yes, and
You're the pricey one.
And your dad did something that everybody knows the story. We're eternally grateful. There wouldn't be a Rubens without Nicho, because Nicho told my dad, he said, look, you go to the bank, you ask for a $10,000 loan, that's enough to get started, and I will co-sign the loan. And I was getting emotional. He says, I'll co-sign the loan, and if you succeed, we both succeed, because I'm going to have another customer to sell produce to. And if you fail, that's not a problem. We'll just try it again. And you know, for someone that wasn't family, that was just friends, business partners, to do that for a stranger, because my dad was basically, you know, they were friends, but it's still a stranger. You know, to have that kind of faith in someone, that's it's a big deal. And my dad rented out a little, like a lot of our older customers know, 3 blocks down the road from here, south from here, there was a little tiny little garage that had been turned into a little store, and it belonged to Panchito. He rented it and started going to buy groceries at Sweeney, which was on Business 83 and 29th Street.
29th, yeah.
Yep. And we
My
went,
dad used
yeah,
to
I
work
would go
there
with
too.
my dad. Your dad used to work there too. We'd go with my dad in a pickup truck, and we would, orders were done on a piece of paper and pencil. They had to be pencil, because when you got there, if it was different, they had to change it, and the orders needed to be submitted. There was no computers then, there was none of that stuff. So we would go buy the groceries there and bring them back to the store and then resell them. And then, of course, all our produce at the time would come from Nicho Produce. Well, that's
They
the
had
story.
a great friendship.
Yes.
And we've been very blessed.
Hugo, run, get the picture, please.
No, I will, but what happens también is that it's always been, what's really cool is that it's always been understood, the unspoken understanding that Nicho will always sell produce at Ruben's Grocery. And there's a lot of other companies that come in every day that sell it to us. But my father said to us, without words, this is what you're gonna do. I don't care if I'm here or not. Let me go get the picture. You guys keep on talking. I don't want the video to finish.
Yeah. So anyway, and then your mom and my mom were friends, and Miss Tala Villarreal, which is Tommy's mom, would come here, and she would buy candies, and she would buy treats, and she would buy all sorts of stuff, because she was always very, very good philanthropist and always wanted to help people. And well, she had the means and she had the time. And I remember she was very active in the community, and she would come and buy stuff here. And on Ware Road, close to Gumwood, was the Benny Cook Cancer Foundation, and they started a children's ward, and she would take the people that were suffering from cancer. She would take them treats, and she would take the kids, candy and stuff like that. And so my mom always got to, say hi to her every time she came in, and that's why when she came in earlier, she was asking about you.
And some of these things like this is what we got brought up with. Like we didn't know before this. Like, why would you buy something from Nicho for the rest of your life? And so there's so many other places and stuff like this. So we learned our friendship and our loyalty to our distributors through that way too, and we try to emulate my dad. We don't do the best job in the world, but yes. Now, I want you to see first. My mama and my papa, for those of you all don't know who started the store, because this guy, he ain't got nothing. We're peasants compared to these geniuses over here.
Okay, don't show that one yet. Let me have it.
No, you can have it. And but that's who initially started the store. We're just building off of them. We're nobody compared to
They
them.
gave us the kite that's in the air, and all we're doing is pulling.
Yeah,
the little
we're just
string.
doing that.
So, and I think the same thing for you,
Yeah,
where your parents
absolutely.
did the same thing. It's
Yeah,
hard to say,
I mean,
but you
They,
know,
they
you
did
were-
the hard work.
Yep,
The hard
they
work.
They're the ones that took the risk.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
started from scratch.
Yes.
And that's, they're the ones that put it all on the line.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're
Trailblazers.
We're reaping the
benefits.
benefits and the
Yeah.
blessings from that
Yep.
hard work.
So let's not mess
So-
it up, guys.
So a few years ago, yeah, let's not mess it
Yeah.
up. So a few years ago, my dad was in the office, and he said to me, oye, ¿no sabes si Nicho todavía va a la oficina? And I was like, yeah, because I called the other day and I talked to Joe Maldonado, one of the people that works over at Nicho Produce, one of your great employees, because he even when you're closed, he answers his cell phone.
Yes, he does.
And so,
Yeah,
know,
Joe's-
that's awesome.
I've got some awesome guys.
Yeah,
there.
you do. You got some great guys. And I said, Joe told me he was there. And he goes, find out if he's there. And we called, and he was there. And I called Tommy, and I said, Tommy, my dad wants to come over, wants to see your dad. And so we drove over to Nicho Produce, and they hadn't seen each other in many years.
a long time.
And it was a surprise. And I just want to show this picture. This is Tommy's daddy.
I want you to hold it,
Nicho.
Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, we were very blessed. We have fathers that, took the risk, showed us how to do it.
And wise.
Yes,
Like
they were
you were
very,
saying,
very, very
very
wise.
wise men.
Wise men.
Oh,
Not a lot of
We've got,
education.
The
We've got
stuff
big
that
shoes
comes
to
out of
fill.
their mouths.
Yeah. Like I said, not a lot of education, but very wise.
Yes, but very wise.
But here, this is the point of this video also, that now we invited Tommy out here, and we're both busy families, so he made the time to come out here to see our special for these monkeys giving your monkeys bananas. But we want to be healthier, so we started up, and Tommy's been enjoying some of these superfood. What do you think, Tom?
I think it's delicious, and I'm very, very interested in continuing to drink it because, like you said, there's nothing more important. You can have all the money in the world,
Yeah.
but if you don't have health,
Yeah, that's
You
what I
know,
tell people. You can
it's-
always get another car. You can get
That's
another,
right. That's
piece of
right.
clothes. You can get another everything. The only thing you
gotta
can't
have
get
your
another
health.
body.
And so
Yeah, and it's
you only get
extremely
one chance there.
It's extremely cool that he has a whole produce company where he can make the other smoothies. Like I tell people, you can drink your afternoon smoothie and your dinner smoothie, but he's got everything at his shop.
Yeah.
It's gonna be even easier. But for those of you all out there that think it's too hard, I think it's a lot harder to on a walker to go take a dump in the middle of the night than get up by yourself. There's a produce department at Reuben's Grocery, at HEB, at Walmart. Go and get yourself some and put it in your smoothie. Make a smoothie for lunch and dinner, because we're not gonna have a salad all the time.
Yeah.
You have the world at your feet right there.
That's right.
And then
That's
we'll give you the other part.
The other part, that's right.
We'll
I
make
just
it
want to say congratulations to Reuben's Grocery, the Cavazos family. You guys have done an awesome job. you know, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to be friends
Yeah,
and to
I
continue
like
to
that.
work with you guys.
I love that we have history.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
so cool. Our
That
parents
is awesome.
gave us this. Imagine having the store and no history.
Yeah.
Come
Well, thanks
visit
a lot,
us
Tom.
and
Stay thirsty.
come get some bananas.
All right.